like a tongue twister. Zoya Nazlayansky. Yeah. Hey guys, Jeannie here, and welcome back to your one-stop shop for bookish love and a whole lot of random. In today's video, I am going to share with you a recent book haul. You know that as a book nerd, where does that money go? To our lovely books, right? So let's dive into this video so I can share all the awesome books that I got and maybe enable you to add some of them to your shelves. Okay, so one of the first books that I got was A Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kramer. And guys, this one is actually the third book to A Curse So Dark and Lovely, which is a trilogy. So now I got all three. And your girl had to get this one because this one happens to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And if anybody knows me, then you know that Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite movie, story. I live for that. So anything Beauty and the Beast, I am buying it. That is on auto buy in my cart waiting for me on my wish list. Okay, like listen, I'll love you long time. Anything gifted to me of Beauty and the Beast, you just have my heart. Okay. In this story, we are taking a journey to an enchanted, magical place called Emberwood. And there was an enchantress. Enchantress? Enchantress. Yeah, you get my point. A sorcerer, sorceress. We'll just leave it at that. Who cast the spell on Ren, which, in order to break that curse, just like Beauty and the Beast, he has to fall in love or get a girl to fall in love with him. Now, he thought that was going to be easy until he turned into a beast who is hell-bent on destruction and chaos and mayhem in the village. Then we also get to meet Harper, who has lost her father a long time ago, and she also has a dying mother, while also dealing with a brother who constantly underestimates her because she has cerebral palsy. When do we ever get a protagonist that has a disability? Like, that's beautiful, and I'm so glad that Bridget included that in here. So one day, Harper sees something suspicious and saves a stranger. However, with her trying to save that stranger, she was swept away into this magical world.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
While she is in this magical world, she is thrown with all these things that she's just never heard of, like an enchantress, sorceress, a curse that has to be broken, a beast. Could you imagine? It's like, what? Even though she doesn't know if she should believe this, she does understand that there's a lot at stake in this world. While Ren realizes that Harper's not someone easy to deal with or charm. However, having Harper around has brought back the hope that he lost on possibly breaking this curse. They have come to realize that it will take more than a broken curse to save Emberfall. I actually started this one as a buddy read with a friend of mine a long time ago, and unfortunately we didn't get to finish it, but I do plan on finishing this whole series. I know that it's not gonna happen this year, but maybe I can set it up as, you know, like a series that I want to tackle next year. Another book that I am super excited about having on my lovely shelf to complete this series. That is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. And guys, I have to read Crooked Kingdom so I can move on in this series. Like, just in case you're not aware, this one is part of the King of Scars duology, and this is also part of the Grishaverse trilogy, so it continues the story from then on out, what takes place after the Civil War. So if you haven't heard of the Grishaverse, that is part of the Shadow and Bone series. And yeah, I would highly suggest that you read that first, because then it gives you a better understanding of the other parts of this series, which is Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom.
One look and I can tell. Criminals.
And then this one. And then Rule of Wolves. It will just give you a better understanding of what took place in the Civil War. And in this one, we are taking a journey with Nikolai Landstov. And by the way, I love Nikolai. Okay, I love him. He is another boo of mine, you know, so yes. So we are following Nikolai, who always had a gift for conquering the impossible. He's been through a lot in the Civil War, which is something that Nikolai also has to deal with, the aftermath of what happened to him during that Civil War. And he is also struggling with the dark magic that he has within him as it gets stronger and stronger and threatens to destroy the kingdom that he built. Then we are also following Zoya Nazil. It's like a tongue twister. Zoya Nazlayansky. Yeah. Who is a Grisha that's devoted to rebuilding the Grisha army and keeping Ravka safe and as the sanctuary that she knows that it is. So Zoya is looking to help Nikolai secure his place on the throne, but she also has enemies of her own that she also has to fight against. And we are also lucky enough to be following Nina Zenik, who happens to be fighting against the people that want to see the Grisha wiped off from the earth forever. However, she must fight against the pains of her past if she has any hopes of defeating what is to come. So as they come together, they must risk everything to save a broken nation, while also learning that some secrets cannot be buried and can't be healed. So this one sounds amazing, and I cannot wait to get to it because, again, Nikolai, and I absolutely fell in love with him in Siege and Storm, so I cannot wait to see where else his story leads to. Okay guys, so I had to turn on the lighting because the sun is leaving and I noticed that the video was looking kind of dark. Let's do this. Now, let's get back to this video. Another series I'm excited about reading and also finishing off that duology is We Hunt the Flames. So guys, I already had this one, but I got to get We Free the Stars, and this is by Hafsa Faisal. I hope I said her last name right, but I apologize if I didn't. We are following Zafira, who is a hunter disguised as a man. So guys, that just gives me all the Mulan vibes, and I am here for it. So she goes on these journeys through the cursed forest of Ars to feed her people. Then we also get to meet Nasir, who is known as the Prince of Death. And the reason he has this reputation is because he is like this ruthless prince who will assassinate anybody that defies his father. Then there's a war brewing as the Ars grows closer and closer to engulfing the land in shadow. Which brings Zafira and Nasir on this mission to try to find a lost artifact. The thing is that Zafira is after the lost artifact to restore the magic, and Nasir is actually sent on his own mission, which is to retrieve that said lost artifact. But he also has to kill the hunter. Now, the prize that they both are seeking may cause a greater threat than they ever imagined. And this is a debut by this author, which is inspired by ancient Arabia. That is amazing because I feel like this is giving me all the Mulan vibes, but then also all the Aladdin vibes. And I cannot wait to dive into this world and meet these amazing characters.
What's your name?
Aladdin.
Aladdin!
Another book that actually was one that was gifted to me, which I was over the moon about when I received this one. And it's the sequel to my all-time favorite books, and that is Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. And this is by Benjamin Alir's Sons. If you don't know about this one, it is the sequel to Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. And oh my God, this book is, like I said, an all-time favorite of mine. And it is near and dear to my heart. And I just love this book, okay? It will never leave my top list. In this one, we are taking a journey with two boys that are so different from each other. So we get to meet Dante, who happens to know how to swim, is articulate and self-assured, while Aristotle can't swim and has a hard time with words and suffers from self-doubt. Dante also gets lost in poetry and art, while Aristotle is lost in the thoughts of his brother, who happens to be in prison. Now, if they ever want to become the men they were meant to be, they must believe in each other and the power of friendship. Yes. It's just bringing back all the memories just holding this book, and how much I love it, and how much I loved meeting Aristotle and Dante, and how amazing Benjamin Alir's Sons is. Like, I love him. He is an auto-buy author for me. And even though I'm not sure who sent me this one, but I am so thankful to whoever it is that sent it to me.
I want to sing a song just for you. 'Cause you're my special friend.
I absolutely love this book, and I cannot wait to read this one next month because I cannot add it to my TBR for this month. October was just too crazy, but I do plan on reading it and diving into this world with them again. And I just might read this one again just because I love this book and I don't mind reading it again. If you own any of these series, if you like them, or if you want to, we can buddy read them together. Let's set this up. Follow me in my socials. Like, let's do this. Let's end this year on a good note. Or actually, let's start off the new year with our little plans. Because I am always here for a buddy read. I am like the buddy read queen. I am addicted, okay?
I'm a lady, and I do have moral standards to uphold.
As usual, let's do all that fun stuff and subscribe, like this video. And as always, guys, I love you so much. I appreciate your support. Until next time. Bye.